everyone. My name's Miss Izzie, and I'm with the Kiki Queens, and together with the Chicago Children's Museum, we are bringing you Story Time with Drag Queens at Home Edition. So today, I'd love to read to you one of my favorite stories. It's called Not Quite Narwhal. It's by Jessie Sima, and it's brought to you by Simon & Schuster Books of Young Readers. Today, I'll be reading on my iPad, but you'll get to be able to follow along right here. Let's begin. Not Quite Narwhal. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was a little different than the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided that he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. I wish I was a better swimmer. He found himself at the surface, closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like kelp. So Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he would catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean before. He was nervous about walking for the very first time, but the land creatures, they made it look easy. So and then he fell. And then, he fell again. It wasn't easy. Eventually, though, he got the hang of it. Everything on land was kind of strange and beautiful, but also a little scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals! Actually, one of them said, we're unicorns, and by the looks of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow, look at those rainbows. Do you see them? And then they introduced him to unicorn delicacies, like the unicone. Ooh, that looks so yummy. And they showed him how to gallop even. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't even want to leave. But then he remembered all his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, and so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon! Kelp swam towards home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, he had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp! Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns? Or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. After all, the end. Oh, thanks for listening along with me today. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Storytime with Drag Queens from the Chicago Children's Museum and the Chicago Kiki Queens. Thank you. Bye-bye.